Oh, hey! I'm just fixing the hair because. Oh, there we go, that's better. I'm gonna wait till someone comes and watches the live stream. Oh, hey, Amy! So, I'm just doing a quick live stream to update you on my coronavirus lifestyle right now. I don't have coronavirus at all, but as you can see. Oh shit! What's that? My life is literally a mess right now. So they've gone ahead with the building works in my room. This is where we're at. Not very happy. Um, but also, what the fuck is going on with the world at the minute? Like, coronavirus. So, give you a little room tour first before we get into the coronavirus drama. This is like my poor old room. Disastrous. And then we've got the cupboard, which has literally got all of my crap in. I'm not impressed, but I have a new room downstairs for the time being. It's not the biggest of rooms, but I've made it a little bit homely. It's a box room. This is going to be made into a shower room eventually. So yeah, I'm currently packing a case to go back to Grimsby because coronavirus is just fucking us all over, isn't it? I don't really know what's happening with the world right now. So the latest advice is to like self-isolate for 2 weeks, and we're all going into lockdown. But I'm just very confused as to how we're all going to go into lockdown. How are we all going to pay our bills? Like, if we're not allowed to go to work, how am I supposed to like pay the rent, pay the car, pay the phone? How is anyone supposed to survive? Oh, and we're back. Sorry, I've just come down. Okay, it's same poor connection downstairs, so I guess we're gonna have to go back upstairs, which is very odd considering the router's downstairs. But anyway, what was I saying? How is anyone supposed to pay the bills? Like, it doesn't make much sense. So because of the building works and coronavirus and the lack of information I've received from the landlord, I have a visit coming. He's coming round to answer a lot of my questions because, like, I've had so much work cancelled because of coronavirus. Like, TV work just doesn't exist at the minute. And it's quite problematic, to be honest. I don't know when the next piece of work is coming in, so a very serious consideration is to give TV up and go back to Grimsby, which I've started preparations for, but nothing's set in stone yet. Like, I don't like I'm very much a meticulous person. I like to plan everything. And right now I can't plan anything because of fucking coronavirus. But the good news is I am well, I am healthy, I have a cup of tea and a new piercing. Do we like it, guys? Like, yes, love that for me. It's a very milky cup of tea. I put too much milk in. I'm very ashamed of it, but I'm not glad it does taste quite nice. How are you all? How's coronavirus for you? You just got a job because of the virus. What's your job, Amy? Yeah, so like one of my housemates he works in a pub, and he's just told me that they've taken 0.5% of what they normally take. Oh yeah, college and all the schools are closing on Friday. My little sister is well stressed because she's in GCSEs year, and her GCSEs have been cancelled, and she wants to be a doctor, and she needs them to get into college, then get into uni, etc., etc. But she's like, well, what does that mean for me? And I'm like, first of all, stay calm. I think what's going to happen is they're going to give the kids their predicted grades from, like, the mocks. I think that's the most reasonable, like, way forward for everyone in school. But imagine if, for whatever reason, you did horribly on your mock because you hadn't had that full amount of time that you get for your exams. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just, like, this is the apocalypse. This is as close to an apocalypse as we're going to get, I reckon. Like, I am very much the kind of mindset, like, keep calm, carry on, like, it's nothing to worry about. But, like, now it's getting a little bit serious, and I'm like, maybe we should not worry, but be even more cautious, you know what I mean? Like, I do not understand people stockpiling toilet roll. Can we just talk about that for a second? Toilet roll, right? Coronavirus does not give you the shits. No one has reported diarrhea or anything like that as a symptom of coronavirus. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been living on my own for a year and a half, and I have only needed to buy a 9 pack of toilet roll maybe once every 2 or 3 months, like for one person. Now, fair enough, you've got a family of 6, you may need to stock up and buy 2 or 3 packs, but that will see you through the lockdown coronavirus outbreak. Like, they're only saying you'll be on lockdown for like 2 months, and even if you are in lockdown for 3 months, lockdown doesn't mean there will be a guard stood outside your door saying you are not allowed to leave. You are allowed to go to the shops. So stop buying toilet roll, stop buying shit tons of food, and leave some for everyone else. Do you think the shelves would be empty if we all carried on as normal? It's crazy. And it's making me very upset. Exactly, you can leave for work and shopping, Amy. You retail work in the local shop because food shop in the pot next shop. Do you know what? That's what they need to do. But the thing is, people, like, I feel so sorry for people who are working in the supermarkets at the minute because they're getting abused because people are idiots. There's no way forward. Like, I tweeted yesterday, this will be written about in the history books for years to come, and people will be known. What did the UK population, like Australia did it, everyone's doing it. What did they do when coronavirus broke out? They stocked up on fucking toilet roll. Fucking toilet roll. Like, this current generation and this we are making terrible history. That's the problem. They will write about us and they will laugh. Like, I used to laugh at them for like pissing in a bucket when they had the bubonic plague and tipping out the window. That's the kind of thing that the future students will laugh at. They bought fucking toilet roll, like idiots. They bought toilet roll and stocked some on food, but their lockdown meant that they were still allowed to go to the shops and buy all of those things anyway. Oh my god, it just doesn't make sense. Think about that. It's easy to... It will be easy to... But you know what? It just says a lot about the world we live in today, that we live in a world full of idiots. And... oh, it's just very frustrating. And do you know what? This whole coronavirus outbreak has just made me realise, like, how uncertain everything is in the world. Like, especially for, like, us that work in, like, the freelance industry, it is not a safe place to be. I know, literally, everyone I know who works in TV has had their work cancelled. Like, people have had these long contracts, because the way that the TV industry works is, like, it's quiet over Christmas. Like, you do your Christmas specials in, like, November, December time. Mid-December, that's it, the work stops. Like, that's it, dead. And then it doesn't pick up until, like, February. So, like, we're all, like, looking forward to, like, getting over the lull, like, the quiet period, looking forward to finally making some money, topping up our savings, which, might add, I have none of. And then coronavirus strikes, and all the work gets cancelled again. And we are all poor. And because the government sees us as self-employed, we're not self-employed. We work from contract to contract, very short contracts. And that basically means we have no protection whatsoever. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying because it's so frustrating. Like, so Tracy Brabin has written a letter to Parliament about the freelance and entertainment and events industry and how they're going to support them. But honestly, no one seems to know what we're doing. Like, people are having to move out of the city and give up on their dream because nobody knows. People having to move back in with their parents, and it's just, why is it? This is the apocalypse. This is as close to an apocalypse as we're going to get, and it's scary, quite frankly. And I don't really know what it means for me, what it means for my friends, what it means for the industry and the career that I've chosen and that I love. Honestly, I think it's coming to an end. I think I'm going to have to leave. Like, and I mean, I don't want to, but I'm literally having to sit here and weigh up the pros and cons of being in London, working in TV, versus being at home with friends and family and working in a sandwich shop or whatever in retail again. Like, it's really sad that it's come to this. But I'm doing the best I can to cope. I'm being traditionally British. We have a cup of tea when times get hard. We keep calm and we carry on. Even if you do slip and put too much milk in. Still got a nice cup of tea. So yeah, how are you all coping with the coronavirus outbreak? All because someone decided to eat a bat. And I'm not that kind of person who's gonna literally. I'm not gonna hold it against the Chinese. Like, do you know what? We all make mistakes, but here's some real tea for you. I just found out. So, the doctor. Right, this I've not got any facts about this. This is what I've just heard. But apparently, the doctor who discovered coronavirus was told, like, he discovered it and had to like keep quiet, and was told he wasn't allowed to say anything about it, and he has like literally it was like scary, like, what's the word, like, mafia, like a mafia kind of vibe, right? He wasn't allowed to say anything, and then when I was like, no, I need to say something, says something, the next day he was found dead. Like, if that's not I'm not in at all, like, I don't care which country it came from. I don't care that it's happened. What I care about is finding the solutions. I do not care for problems. I care for solutions. And that is a motto I have started to live by recently. I just love my earpiece. Why can't the world, like, people are being so nasty to the poor Chinese. It's not, well, it is the Chinese's fault, but it's not like a thing we need to hold against them, because do you know what? Did we create, I'm sure, was it Germany or was it the UK? I'm sure we created swine flu. Like, these things happen. If you look back at history, we have these pandemics every 25 to 50 years, and we get on with it. Like, literally, just keep calm and carry the fuck on. Don't, like, Donald Trump has been calling it the Chinese virus, and I think that is so disrespectful. Like, yes, it did originate in China, but there's no need to call it the Chinese virus when everyone, literally the entire globe, knows it as coronavirus. Okay, we're back. We had a bit of a poor connection. Just be respectful, like, especially in the, like, I'm still, like, really upset, and, like, it still, like, gets to me about the whole Caroline Flaxson situation. Like, I've mentioned before that I was so lucky to, like, just meet her for, like, 3 minutes. Like, she came over and she chatted to me, and, like, the fact that all of that online trolling went and caused her to make the decision she did, and then the whole Be Kind campaign, and then coronavirus comes, and that's every man for himself. Like, coronavirus is not an excuse to be racist or to be mean. Like, we live in a world where we need to think about everyone's mental health a little bit. Like, it just baffles me how we can all be like, let's be kind. Like, we start this massive movement, and finally we're getting to a place where we actually should have been many, many years ago, and coronavirus comes along and that's all gone out the window, and it's every man for himself, and that is not okay. We need to be kind, we need to be careful, we need to think about others. Like, when you're in the supermarket, you don't need 40 rolls of toilet roll. That's like a year's supply. You're going to still have that at Halloween, and everyone's going to be going as mummies because they've been stockpiling toilet roll since February. Like, stop. Like, just think about others. Like, if we continued as normal, the shops would be still fully stocked, and we'd all have food, and we'd all have toilet roll, and we'd all have, like, I understand that the soap and cleaning products have gone because people want to up their hygiene, but should that not have already been high anyway? Why did you not already have soap at your house? Like, it baffles me. Like, this is my hand sanitizer, which I bought a long time ago. Like, I only have it if, for whatever reason, I don't want to, if there's no soap in the bathroom, for example, like, say we've run out, I'll come and use some hand sanitizer after I've been to the toilet. Like, I just have it for emergencies. And this, I've not really used that much more because I'm just being sensible with it. Like, also, this is very difficult to get hold of at the minute, but this is just the normal hand sanitizer, and I had it in stock because I am a hygienic person. Like, why are we not, like, why was people's hygiene so poor to start with? It's disgusting, and I kid you not, right? I was at Peterborough Services the other day, and I came out the toilet, washing my hands as you do, and, like, fair enough, we all wash our hands, like, since the coronavirus outbreak, I've been a little bit more thorough than maybe I had been before, like, making sure, like, I'm proper getting in there, but people are still coming out of a cubicle and just leaving and not washing their hands, and I'm like, how? It's literally everywhere. You really, like, first of all, like, before coronavirus, you needed to have good personal hygiene and wash your hands after you've been to the toilet anyway. But why are people still going to the toilet and not washing their hands? Like, if I am in the services and I see you, or any public toilet, and I see you have been in a cubicle and you have not washed your hands afterwards, I will give you the dirtiest look. And if it continues, I will more than likely start to say something, because you're not just putting yourself at risk. If you was to catch it and just be as blasé about it as you are currently, clearly, if you're not washing your hands after the toilet, then you're putting everyone else at risk. And that's the thing. People, like, I'm saying this, but everyone's, like, stressing that coronavirus is killing people. But if you look at the numbers, more people are dying from, like, suicide, HIV, cancer, like, you name it. People are dying from things, and it's a lot higher. But it's not a pandemic, just because it's happened all at once. Like, oh, I'm a bit hungry. Did you hear my stomach then? Like, it doesn't kill everyone. Like, the only people we need to be concerned for are those who have a pre-weakened immune system, and they are to catch it. So, like, that is the elderly, maybe people who are pregnant, people who have something as terrible as cancer, or anything like that, or have had, like, an organ transplant. Like, those are the people we need to be worried for. But every Joe, Sarah, Harry, Patricia, they're fine. Like, everyone will be okay. You just need to be responsible and just calm the fuck down. Like, we're British. Keep calm and let's just carry on, guys. Oh, it stresses me out. And yeah, I'm just reading your comments now. More people die from the common flu. Yes, Saoirse, that is so true. Who doesn't wash their hands after the toilet? Well, the very disgusting gentleman at Peterborough Services last week. Disgusted. In the words of Eric from Sex Education, you dirty pig. You know someone that's had it, and they're so... There you go. Like, people are getting it, recovering. Like, I saw a thing last night which said... It was like a live feed of, like, the number of cases in China that got it versus recovered. And the recovery... So the death toll versus recovery. Of every one death, there was, like, 1,000 to 3,000... Like, thousands of people who recover. But I refuse to let coronavirus take over my life. I am keeping as calm, as collected as possible. And yeah, the only thing that's stressing me out at the minute is the whole room situation. So I have got to end this live stream here because the builder is back and I need to go let him in. And we need to figure out what's going to actually happen with me and my life. And I will keep you posted. Stay safe, everyone. Have a lovely self-isolation, and stop buying toilet roll.